Welcome to this reality check exclusive from Battleground Andhra Pradesh. We are with Jagan Mohan Reddy just outside Vijayawada, and just look at these crowds if the camera can zoom in. Jagan, when I came 1 year ago to see you at your yatra, this was not there. What has changed? What is happening here?
God's grace.
No, but seriously tell me, were you anticipating crowds like this in this campaign?
These right since Padayatra,
Right.
we've always had God's grace and blessings, Dad's blessings also, because crowds were always in big numbers.
Are you seeing this as crowds in support of you, or is this also because you see there's anger against Chandrababu Naidu, the present government?
It's both. Obviously, there is a lot of anger, and obviously there is a hope. What they see in me.
Right.
So it's translating into this euphoria.
But Chandrababu Naidu is still a very powerful opponent. He's been a chief minister many times. He has a huge cadre. Are you at all worried?
I believe in God, I believe in the crowds.
But tell me, Jagan, now, how are you managing to sustain this kind of campaign every day? How many rallies like this are you doing every day?
We're around about 4 now, currently we're doing 4.
Okay.
As the time goes by, we'll increase the number.
You're doing about 4 a day these days.
Doing 4 a day this.
But tell me, on this entire issue of the pride of the state, on the special status issue, that's what Chandrababu broke on. Is that going to be a big issue for you as well in whatever now happens next in Delhi?
Our entire support to whomsoever is going to form the government
Yes.
would be on that single point agenda.
Okay.
They give special status, and only after that we support.
So whoever gives special status, you will support.
We'll support.
So when people say that you are already being supported by the BJP, you're a proxy of the BJP, that's what Chandrababu Naidu is saying?
That's what Chandrababu Naidu and the critics would always say.
Okay.
But my stand has been very clear right from the beginning.
Right.
I would support. I do not have any tie-up with anybody in this state, in my state. We don't need anybody in this state. We will support anybody, whomsoever gives special category status. And only after they give special category, only after they assure special category status, we will support them.
They say that you're being funded by KCR, he's proxy funding you to defeat Naidu. What would you say to that?
The likes of Chandrababu Naidu who actually speak of this, I think you should go ask them, did they see that? Did they see KCR funding me? Or did KCR give Chandrababu Naidu a phone call and say, Chandrababu, I am KCR calling, I have funded Jagan. Did he say that? So why do you lie at this age?
The other thing he says is, why would people trust somebody who has so many cases against him, so many CBI cases? What would you say?
These things, in fact, you asked the same question last time also. Srinivas.
Yes.
The fact still remains the same, that everybody in Andhra Pradesh knows when these cases have come on to me.
Right.
My father was an honorable man till he passed away.
Right.
And there were no cases on me, and he was still an honorable man till I was in Congress party. And only after I left the Congress party, these cases came on to me, and the petitioners in my case are none other than Chandrababu Naidu himself,
Right.
his party himself, and the Congress party members themselves.
So you're
Both
saying it
these
was all
people-
political, it was
Both
political
these people
vendetta.
came together, and after I left the Congress party, these cases came on to me. So these things are all political in nature, and everybody in Andhra Pradesh knows what exactly happened.
I want to ask you 2 last questions before you go. One is about Narendra Modi. You attack Chandrababu Naidu, you don't say a word about the centre. How do you rate Mr. Narendra Modi as a Prime Minister?
As far as Andhra Pradesh is concerned, we've been very candid in speaking that Narendra Modi does not score any points in Andhra Pradesh.
Okay.
Neither does Congress score any points in Andhra Pradesh.
Okay.
As far as we see, both of them have backstabbed Andhra Pradesh as far as special category status is concerned. So as far as we are concerned,
Both are the same.
both of them are the same as far as we are concerned. So whomsoever gives special category status, we support them.
But how do you rate Mr. Modi as a Prime Minister though? Not about special category, as a Prime Minister.
See, he might be a phenomenally good Prime Minister, but as far as Andhra Pradesh is concerned, we would not speak those words as phenomenally good Prime Minister, we would say he is not up to the mark.
But as a Prime Minister, otherwise,
See, as far as Andhra is concerned, as far as my
he is not up to the mark.
As far as Andhra is concerned, he backstabbed special category status. So there is no way anybody in Andhra Pradesh could give any score to him.
And Rahul Gandhi?
The same with him. Rahul Gandhi also backstabbed Andhra Pradesh. It was because of them that the Congress party broke Andhra Pradesh against the wishes of the state. And it was because of them that the special category status was not incorporated in the AP Reorganization Act.
Right.
That
So
had they incorporated the special category status in AP Reorganization Act, we could have gone to the Supreme Court.
Now, Jagan, last question I want to ask you. One thing which is a bit worrying about Andhra elections is the use of money power. So many candidates with crores of rupees. You yourself have declared assets of some 500 crore rupees. Is this worrying for democracy?
So the fact you should ask is,
Yes.
what we have declared is automatically there.
Yes.
It's already there, it's already shown, it's already accounted for.
Okay. But if people say, where does it come from?
It's all very much
Accounted for?
See, I was an indus list even before my father became the chief minister.
Right.
Even before my father became the chief minister itself, I was an indus list. We had a 40 megawatt hydropower project in Karnataka.
Right.
So we were pretty well off then, and we are now even well off even now. So it doesn't make a difference to me.
But
you
money power in the elections.
But you should ask the same question to Chandrababu Naidu.
Yes, I'll ask him.
How Chandrababu Naidu could get away with having been caught red-handed, audio taped and videotaped, distributing black money to buy MLAs in the state of Telangana, yet no cases booked on him, yet he continued to remain the chief minister of Andhra Pradesh. How is this possible? Somebody caught red-handed with black money, audio taped and videotaped, yet with crores of rupees, yet could get away. I think you should ask these questions to him.
Last question, Jagan, tell me, Chandrababu Naidu is putting together some kind of Gathbandhan against Modi. All the regional parties are taking sides. Where are you on this? Do you want to be part of some regional alliance outside after these elections?
As far as we are concerned, Srinivas, we are very clear.
Yes.
Whomsoever supports special category status,
You will support them.
we will be with them.
Okay.
And thanks to Telangana Chief Minister KCR. I really appreciate him. I say thanks to him. The reason being, even though he is from Telangana,
Yeah.
he pledged his support for special category status.
Right.
He came forward and he said in a press conference
Right.
that he is for special category status and he will support Andhra for special category status. So to our 25 MPs, if we can add another 17 MPs from Telangana,
That will be a huge block.
that entire 42-member block asking for special category status will actually increase our bargaining strength.
You see now, am I talking, looking at these crowds, am I talking to the next Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh?
Hopefully, God's grace.
Look, I mean, tell me a little bit about this. I mean, how is this going? Your chopper is taking off. Jagan, I wish you all the very best and we'll be in touch. Thanks very much indeed. So that was Jagan Mohan Reddy, leader of the YCRSP. And these crowds, Chandrababu Naidu, looking at these crowds, ought to be worried. Okay, so that was Jagan Mohan Reddy talking to me earlier. We are now live tonight from Vijayawada. We could see the crowds there that his rally seems to have gathered, and he certainly seems to be claiming to ride the momentum of that. But the big question really confronting the voters of Andhra Pradesh is that, is this going to be a genuine popular mandate, or is money power casting its shadow over this election once again, with reports of crores of rupees being spent by MPs and MLAs in this election? 20 crores per seat is something that we hear again and again from those who are involved in these elections. So tonight we will focus on this. We will focus on whether Jagan can threaten and challenge Chandrababu Naidu, but we will also focus on this question of money power versus people's power. And we spoke to two of the candidates fighting right here in Vijayawada from the TDP and from the YSRCP. Both are crorepattis. One of them is Srinivas Nammineni. He is a leading Srinivas Kesineni, I beg your pardon. He is a leading transporter, someone who's declared assets of close to almost 70 to 80 crore rupees. And versus him from the Jagan party is another crorepati candidate. He could well end up being the richest candidate in Andhra Pradesh. He's a businessman with interests in real estate, media and power, and he himself faced a number of charges of corruption linked to Jagan. So let's listen to what each of these gentlemen had to say about the role of money power and whether that is going to corrupt the voice of the people. You yourself have been embroiled in so many cases. You faced charges in the Jagan scam for having invested in Jagati Publications. Your name is there in the coal scam. What do you say to that?
I'm an investor. 2 out of 10 investments blow up on your face. The coal scam, we've invested in it. But across the board, as you'll understand and appreciate, I would like you to dig deeper.
Yes.
I'm the only investor
Yes.
who have a clean bill of health in every court.
Okay.
I am not charge sheeted in any CBI cases.
Right.
Period.
Okay.
Period. Every capital I invested in this country was bought via FDI, reported to FIBB, it's sent to the public domain.
But you still are being probed in some of these cases.
No, I'm not.
No,
CBI,
none of the cases.
CBI clean sheet. Clean sheet.
Enforcement Directorate.
Enforcement that we made an investment in a power company
Okay.
where we got the investment back.
Right.
So it is deemed as proceeds of crime because they paid back the loan to me.
Okay.
So those proceeds have been attached. Even that we're going to get a clean bill of health in the next 1 month or so.
But PPP, the initial charge against Jagan was, and this pertains to investors like you, that you were investing in his company primarily to gain special favors because he was Jagan Mohan Reddy.
Yeah. Well, that was a frivolous case. An individual writes on a scrap paper, on a piece of paper, handwritten note to the High Court. High Court launches a CBI case. Fair enough, we'll respect the process, but I'm the only investor in Sakshi where I was an investor when his father was alive. I was a continued investor after the death of his father. And number 2, I don't even have a square inch of land anywhere in the Republic of India, forget about Andhra Pradesh, given by the government. Number 3, I'm an investor not just in print, but in entertainment, in other sectors of media as well.
So you were telling me business interests in real estate, in entertainment, in power and so on.
Yep.
Some would say that part of this is because of special favors you got because you invested in the business of the chief minister and his family.
No, I don't have any concession from anything in the government. That's the reason I got a clean bill of health. So my policy is
No quid pro quo.
no quid pro quo. I will never step into a secretariat asking for any concession with the government. Period.
But you know, quid pro quo, some would say, is this, that you invest in his company, crores of rupees, and here you are with a YSRCP ticket. Some would say this is the nexus between money and politics.
I was an investor 10 years ago.
Okay.
10 years ago. 2008, 2009. 10 years ago, Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy has been charge sheeted and has been a lone ranger fighting for the last 9 years.
Okay.
He's been on road. And he's not even in power for 9 years. So why would I join a party which is not in power for 9 years? And why would I travel with an organization? It's only because the person has a certain degree of commitment. He stands by his words, takes a cue from his father.
Okay. Try and answer this as honestly as you can. How much money do you realistically have to spend in an election in Andhra Pradesh?
At the end of the day, it's a tricky question to answer, right? We have certain guidelines.
Yes.
By and large, people spend a lot before the election.
Right.
Post-election, there is an affidavit you make, there's a disclosure you do. All of that, the laws of the land have to change.
But you concede that it is a very, very difficult situation that we find ourselves in, not just in Andhra but everywhere, that election expenses have gone through the roof. People are having to spend crores.
Well, that's the Government of India Election Commission allows us to spend a certain amount.
Right.
From the day the code is in place.
Okay.
We try to comply with that. But at the end of the day, we have to do our groundwork prior to that. Build our cadre, build our organization.
Fair
You
enough.
crisscross the breadth and breadth of the constituency.
Fair
You
enough.
have to build the runway to take off, right?
In Andhra elections, you yourself are a big businessman. How much will you be spending in this constituency?
Yeah, the Election Commission has given me 70 lakh.
That is the official ceiling. What is the
So
actual amount?
Definitely, as a responsible citizen of this country, I will stick to that.
What is the actual amount you're going to spend
No,
that
no,
you
see,
can't reveal?
All these people are here.
Yes.
And people, if you come along with me to the constituency,
Yeah.
people are voluntary coming forward to support TDP and to support me. So that much amount is not required actually. If you do the good work, last 5 years we have done a lot of good work. Chandrababu Naidu has done, TDP has done. me as an MP has changed the
So
scenario of the city.
you're saying if you do good work, you don't have to do cash distribution. But tell me this phenomenon, I'd asked you last time as well. This phenomenon you find in Andhra more than other states, where a lot of big businessmen enter the fray. You yourself ran a big transport business. Why also then get into politics? I mean, to have big business in politics, isn't that sending the wrong signal?
No, see, now I closed my business after I became the MP. Might be you didn't know that.
Your transport business. I know you sold it.
No, I didn't sell it. I closed it.
You
I
closed
shut
it fully?
off, totally. So when there's a this thing between decision to be taken between the people and the business, I took I wanted to be with the people. That's why I closed my business.
You have no business now?
I don't have any business now.
But the family, I'm told.
My children are running my cargo company,
Ah.
but my bus business is totally closed. I used to be one of the biggest operators in the country, but for various reasons, and especially for I wanted to be in the politics for a long time and serve this area and these people. So I closed down my business and I'm just into politics now, politics and public
But the
service.
cargo business is still there, so that is still a
but-
business.
Yeah, that is a business, but still, see, when you take the scenario of 2014 election, Mr. Prasad, who was my opposite candidate, he was based out of Dubai, and he is 1,000 times richer than me. But people of Vijayawada gave me a thumping majority. And now the candidate against me, he is an international businessman with international scams.
International scams.
He's an
What do you mean by international scams?
he has done a lot of bank frauds. He has cheated the Dottish Bank for 1,200 crores. He has done some Hawala transaction in Jagan case, 147 crores. He has done. He is in the coal scam. You know that coal scam which shook the whole country.
Yes, yes.
He was in the ED charge sheet in this coal scam.
Right.
And he has swindled away one total village, including houses and all these churches, mosques, and also temples near Hyderabad. And it was reported very big in the media. Those total village
Okay, so you're saying that he's a big businessman with a lot of spending power. You deny that you have to do any cash distribution, but is he doing that? Is he giving money?
All these people with CBI cases, CD cases, they come here, they spend money. They wanted to become parliament members just to get away from these cases and all that. And they wanted to earn money from themselves. But here, people are very, very, very thoughtful and clever. So
They will not fall for this.
They will not fall for that. The example is last time. And this time also, I will win with more than 20% margin.
So this on a day when the Election Commission has declared that in terms of cash seizures across the country, Andhra Pradesh topping the charts with close to almost 130 to 140 crores being seized. All right, joining us tonight on the debate, we have with us Lanka Dinakar, national spokesperson of the TDP, joining me here live from Vijayawada, and also joining us is YV Subba Reddy, who is the MP of the YSR party, joining us from Hyderabad, and Sugata Srinivas Raju, senior journalist, editor of the South Word, joining us via Skype from Bengaluru. But first, if I can just ask you, Mr. Dinakar, that, you know, one thing is to say money power, you would argue Jagan is corrupt, he has the cases against him, but the fact is, you also, I think, had a chance to see those visuals, the crowds that he's drawing. I mean, that's not crowds that money can buy.
As far as money power is concerned, it is Jagan party. I need not to make any fresh charges. Why did he stay 18 months in jail? Why is roaming around CBI courts every Friday? That is the fact.
He says, but he just says, sorry to interrupt, but he said in the interview that these are all politically motivated charges brought against him by the Congress because he left the Congress.
It is his opinion. When there is a prima facie evidence,
Yes,
there is a ED attachment.
yes.
If you say CBI cases
Yes.
and other charges, of course,
Okay.
might be with the influence of the government.
Right.
He may be made such kind of allegation. As far as ED attachment,
Right.
without prima facie evidence, ED attachment will not be followed.
Okay, but to the point of money power, it's not just Jagan who's fielding crorepati candidates. Your own candidates are also worth crores.
Let you compare. Just if you have observed the Vijayawada candidates,
Yes.
the PVP, who is a multi-crore, who involved various scam at international level.
Okay.
Whereas our
He
MP
says, by the way,
candidate,
Yes.
he lived his business, own business, for the sake of people.
Mr. PVP though says that all charges against him have been cleared, but let me just get a reaction from Mr. YV Subbareddy. Mr. Subbareddy, respond to that. That on one hand, it may be true to say that Manipur is involved by all parties here, but in this case, in the case of Jagan, a leader who is himself embroiled in these cases, attachments, ED attachments have happened.
See, first of all, Mr. Srinivasan, we are not in power for last 10 years. Jagan Mohan Reddy was not in power for last 10 years. All these cases were booked on Jagan Mohan Reddy, falsely implicated him by both Congress party and Telugu Desam together in those days. Still, nothing has been proved, either in ED or in CBI. All those cases were pending. Nothing has been proved. Every case was going
One second,
on.
one at a time, one at a time. Yes, go ahead, sir.
Nothing to do with the cases. We are fighting. Yes, we are not in power. Jagan Mohan Reddy is not in power. All these cases were falsely implicated by the then Congress government, colluded with the Telugu Desam government. They have filed cases against Jagan Mohan Reddy in High Court, and then only cases have been booked against Jagan Mohan Reddy as per the High Court direction. These cases were falsely implicated. So far, not even single case, either ED case or CBI case, not has been proved.
Wrong.
Okay.
It is absolutely wrong.
All right.
I have objection.
Okay, sir, just
I
a
have
second.
objection.
All right, Mr. Reddy, just a second. Mr. Dinakar, I know you will have an objection, but before I go to
has
you,
been proved. All
before I
these
go to you,
cases
let me
we are
just go
facing.
to Sugata Srinivas Raju.
Subbareddy ji,
Okay, just a
not
second.
speak with tongue, speak with heart and soul.
All right, okay, just a
I
second.
know how pain you are feeling with Jagan. I know
Okay,
very
one second. Sugata, you know, Sugata, we saw this firsthand in Karnataka elections as well. We are likely to see the same repeat in Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu. This is worrying that particularly in South India, this kind of extravagant spending of cash is corroding elections, is corroding democracy.
It is also, of course, it has been, the story is not different in any of the southern states. In fact, it's not very different in the rest of India as well. So, I mean, I think political parties have to sort of have a check and balance. You know, they're trying to bring in all kinds of industrialists, real estate agents. There was a kind of bifurcation, you know, I mean, 10 or 20 years ago, you did not allow industrialists or real estate guys to come into politics. There was a separation between power and the industry and the money bags. But now the money bags seem to have become extremely interested in also getting power for themselves. So they want to sort of dabble in politics so that they could be closer to power and they could control things. So this has completely gone out of hand.
Right.
One really does not know how to sort of begin sorting this thing out. Something seriously has to be done because this is very, very alarming.
But you know, Lanka Dinakar, I want to ask you that you didn't answer my first question, that leaving aside the charges of money power, coming back to the crowds, I mean, you know, that is something that should worry you, does it not?
Not at all, because let you observe that the meetings, how we are conducting, how Jagan Mohan Reddy is conducting. We are conducting our public meeting in open grounds.
Okay.
Whereas this Jagan Mohan Reddy,
Yes.
in narrow roads, he is conducting his rallies. Hardly 5,000 people they occupy the place. That itself is appearing in TVs in bigger way. Let you see
Okay,
that.
so
Let you
you're
see
saying-
that. Let you see that in
Okay, you're saying he's deliberately
in
picking
Krishnavaradi.
narrow- okay, Mr. Reddy.
No.
Yes.
I give example on
Yes.
Krishnavaradi. Let you go and check
Yes.
how many people will be allowed to complete the whole Krishnavaradi.
Right.
Less than 5,000 people. By showing
Mr.
drones,
Subbareddy.
it is this kind of.
Okay, Mr. Subbareddy, come in. Mr. Subbareddy, come in. Jagan is deliberately picking smaller venues to give an artificially inflated
Let
sense
you
of the
come,
crowd
let me
size.
there
Yes.
Let you come
People,
open ground.
mass
Okay.
crowd
Fact will come
attracted by our party President Jagan Mohan Reddy is not happening today. During his Padayatra days also,
with his camps,
all his meetings and
with his
Padayatra
camps.
programs were attended by huge crowd. Because in Andhra Pradesh, people
Okay.
have become fed up with Chandrababu Naidu's regime.
Sir, one
They
second, one
want
second.
as much easily as possible.
Okay.
They want to see Jagan Mohan Reddy as Chief Minister because Chandrababu Naidu has failed in all aspects. That's why they are coming to our meetings. They are coming to
Okay.
see Jagan Mohan Reddy with a lot of hopes.
Okay, we are out of
They are
time.
seeing him
Gentlemen,
as future Chief
gentlemen, Mr.
Minister.
Dinakar, Mr. Super Reddy,
You have allowed.
we are
I
out
am
of
only
time.
1%
I
for
know both of
TDP.
you have you have the capacity to carry on this debate. We will come back to this story, but it's certainly, I can tell you, turning out to be an absolutely fascinating election, and we will bring you the coverage of every inch of the step along the way. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining us. Lanka Dinakar as well here in Vijayawada. That's all the time we have on Reality Check Election Edition. Thanks for watching. Good night.